Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome back to Abstract Medicine. I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for tuning into this video all about the full moon in Scorpio and what to expect during Taurus season. Happy birthday to my Taurian friends and family, soul family, and thank you for subscribing and pressing the like button. I also appreciate your bookings, no matter what they are, what they're based about, whether it's love, life, career, or otherwise. Thank you so much also for booking the retreats online and in person, and also for your mentorship program bookings as well. I have a new mentorship program and I'm very excited to carry you along these crazy times during a 6-week process, during the transition that you may be experiencing, no matter what that may be, as I guide you into esoterica, shamanism, ritual, and past life regressions, and so much more. If you want to gather some more information about the mentorship program, go ahead to the bookings page and check the mentorship section. If you want some more information, you're more than welcome to send me an email or drop me a message on Instagram as well. So all the information is down below in the description box, and with that being said, let's get on with the reading. So today we have the cards, which are the Crow Tarot, the Tarocchi Etruschi, the Fin de Siècle Kipper deck, the Magician, or the Tarot of Moon Garden deck, the Magician showing its face here as well, which these are cards we've not used in a long while. And we've also got the Lemuria deck as well. So pay no mind with the shadow and the light aspects taking place here on the tarot table. So let's begin, angels, ancestors, guides. Let's have a look at the messages for the Abstract Medicine Collective. Get comfy, get cozy, bring a notebook with you, take notes, listen to this video, listen to this reading whenever you're tuning into it. It doesn't matter actually if it is the full moon in Scorpio, this reading will find you at the right time. All of my videos from the past, the present, future are completely timeless, okay? So angels, let's have a look, and guides, let's have a look at the messages for the collective with regard to the current energies. There's too many cards there for the full moon in Scorpio. What is it they need to know about the full moon in Scorpio? What's actually happening? So we have this card here, heartbeat. I'm hearing your heartbeat. So it's about your heartbeat. The dragonfly could also be significant. It's the frequency of the magnetic field emanating from your heart space, because the heart has a very strong, impactful magnetic field, as we all know. And if you don't know, you do know now. Okay, your magnetic field of your heart has a transformative effect on the people, surroundings around you. Okay, so we have here luminescence. When we journey through life, from our hearts, it illuminates the darkness. Illusion drops away, and we see what is real. Consider the parts of yourself you may not be accepting. You may be experiencing inner dissonance due to what you are trying to push away. This card is about self-love, deep, compassionate, unconditional love that brings you into wholeness. Luminescence means essence of light. Nothing shines like a heart emanating with love. You can shine through the shadows most gracefully when there is no fear within. Accept all your shades to allow more light and love inside and out of your world. So you can take a picture of that as well for your journal. Now, I'm dyslexic, and dyslexia is a form of neurodivergence, by the way. I'm also a psychic and I'm an artist, so you have that beautiful combination. And I was finding this actually quite difficult to read. So for some of you, you may find it difficult to focus on reading at this time. You may find it, you may be getting headaches or migraines, I'm hearing. Okay, so it's important to be gentle on yourself too. And no doubt with the Scorpio energy as well, it does talk about really cutting through the crap. so that you can face your shadow, no matter what it may be. Now, this could be the shadow of people around you, where through your presence, you are transforming and transmuting their energies, or maybe like myself, I'm a catalyst of change and catalyst for change. So they themselves may be going through, people around you may be going through some sort of dark night of the soul. It says here, it illuminates the darkness, illusions drop away. So this is about the full moon in Scorpio, right? Talking about illusions dropping away here. About illusions dropping away. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so, you know, we're going to get some more cards. Let's see if there's another card. I've got paint on my nails, by the way, if you're wondering. I'm going to get a manicure done soon. But the full moon in Scorpio is also about alignment. Okay, it's about alignment. So I'm not going to read this, but I do see this is about a twin soul situation. A divine counterpart connection situation. This does involve, the full moon in Scorpio involves alignment. Okay, this is about manifesting a life that you wish to call in. So maybe this is about calling in your soulmate. If you don't know who they are yet, it's about calling in your soulmate or your soul flame, but it's about coming into alignment with yourself. Now, Scorpio talks about the shadow, and Scorpio really is Pluto. Pluto is Hades. Hades is darkness. Darkness is hell. You know, it's hell on earth at times, but it's also about facing that hell, facing that shadow within. It's about integration of the dark and the light within you, which makes you a whole being. Okay, it's not necessarily that you may have done harm on another person, but it does talk about the darkness that you may have experienced, so that you can shine brighter into the brightest essence of who you are, okay, which is pure light. All right, so a lot of you, I do feel, are being called further into your purpose as a healer, for a lot of you. And so you're being confronted with a lot of darkness so that you can catalyze that darkness, the change of that darkness into light. So what you're doing is you're possibly in neighborhoods, areas, or you're walking through certain areas as a light torchbearer, and you're shining a light, beaming light across these areas. And what's happening is that you are emanating so much light that the darkness is being illuminated. So that darkness then transforms into light. Okay. So that could also be metaphorical. And it says here, are you making decisions through fear or love? So you can take a screenshot of this too, meditate over it, or maybe have a look at it as a journal prompt, as a prompt for your journal. So dolphins could also be significant. Now, we know by the Abstract Medicine collective readings over the years that the dolphins and whales, and to be honest, any fish or mammal of the seas, are very psychic, and they communicate through sonar waves, which is a certain frequency. Water is memory, and the heart has memory. I feel like there's a connection here with, okay, what I'm hearing is, for some of you, and in the collective, in the news and information that you'll receive through social media or even through your dream space, you'll be connecting with, or you'll be hearing news about more spacecraft or alien activity with regard to the waters. Okay, now Lemuria is obviously a place where a lot of you have incorporated, or you've experienced lives there. And I'm also seeing that there's healing involved with water medicine. So healing of your heart space. So say, for example, you're going through heartbreak or issues with grieving, or even I'm hearing night tremors, or even heart issues. It's about healing through water and water frequency. So water carries memory. So it's speaking to water with love. Maybe when you're drinking water, you infuse it with love, and you say positive affirmations to the water that you drink. Maybe this could be a ceremonial or ritualistic practice in the morning for you, that you may be starting to adopt during the full moon in Scorpio, and then you drink that water, you know. I have a water jug. Now I know a lot of you on the retreats, you may have noticed I have, in the physical retreats, I have a water jug that has a particular geometric shape on it, and it's about abundance. So every time I drink that water, every time I infuse the water into my plants, I'm bringing back that abundance, that geometric frequency. All right, so this could be some sort of beautiful witchcraft that you could be doing in the positive. Okay, so the other card we have is She of the Lotus. Okay, She of the Lotus. Now the lotus is a beautiful flower that grows through the muck of the pond, and it blooms, and it's got so many petals. And now She of the Lotus is also reminding me of the divine feminine. Now the divine feminine is rising from the darkness, from the dirt, to clear away the mucky waters into clearer waters. Now you see how this is going. Now the water in your dreams, pay attention. Is the water clear? Is it muddy? Is it mucky? Is it choppy? Is it oceanic? Is it sea? Is it a lake? Is it a pond? You know, look into your dreams as well. If there is a way to fast track growth, it is by being real with the shadowy or unloved parts of ourselves. So you could again be addressing the dark aspects so that they can be illuminated, so that they can be released. Now then again, it's also very in keeping with Scorpio energy, and the full moon in Scorpio is saying that. Okay, so I do see that Kuan Yin is going to be playing a major part in her teachings during the full moon in Scorpio, which is happening on the 12th of May, but you could already be experiencing her effects before and after. Now full moon experiences isn't just necessarily you feeling the impact of it on the actual day or evening, it's before and after. And the rituals are real, and they do help, and they do serve. Now it's important to do that for the highest good of you and for all. Okay, so this card, we have a little dragon here. Okay, so we have the music, the group called Little Dragon, so maybe they play a part there here in the collective. But this card is about vulnerability. When we are truly honest with ourselves in all our facets, we are vulnerable. Okay, that honesty is an important step in discovering our shadows, again, working with shadows, and bringing them into the light and healing, exactly, for healing. So you can take a screenshot of that and you can read upon this too. I also feel like the dragon is being awoken. So, you know, we're going to be experiencing more, I would say we're going to be experiencing much more, many more, pardon me, earthquakes and tremors. And this is because there is a seismic shift in the magnetic field of Mother Gaia, where these tectonic plates, I've been mentioning them here on the Abstract Medicine Collective, readings in person, in private and in the collective, in the free readings, these tectonic plates are shifting because the frequency of the earth is shifting. Now many of us are choosing to stay in the third dimension, and many of us are moving from the fourth dimension into the fifth dimension. So you'll be seeing that even in your own magnetic frequency, you see how it's connected with the heart, is shifting and is changing. So let whatever needs to fall away, okay? Try not to take things to heart too much, you know. Don't take things personally. If things are not aligning, it's because they're not meant to be aligning at this time, because there's some sort of shadow aspect within yourself that needs to be addressed here. Okay, so I'm going to put this deck over here, Actually, we can have this here because it's actually a very pretty card, and it's of a water being. So let's have a look at this. Evolution. Okay, it's a water being. I wouldn't necessarily, she looks like a mermaid, but she's definitely speaking light language, or, you know, speaking in tongues. And we have DNA. So I do feel like there's also a DNA activation and reintegration I'm hearing. All right, so that's the oracle reading part. And so I do see, you know, when there is a shift in the frequency and tectonic plates moving around and potential earthquakes and lots of volcanic activity, the stirring of the dragon is taking place. And what does that mean? It means the dragon is waking up. Have a look at Mattias de Stefano. Mattias de Stefano. He's a beautiful light worker. And I discovered him on Gaia TV years ago. He's on Instagram as well. You can follow him on Instagram, Mattias de Stefano. He's from Argentina. And he talks about the chakras of the earth and how there is the tummy area of the snake in certain areas, the head of the snake in certain areas. Now the head of the snake is also the head of the dragon. The snake is the dragon is a snake, Scorpio is a snake, Scorpio is a dragon as well. So you're going to be seeing, again, physical shifts on planet Earth because the serpent, the dragon, is waking up. And so that means that she is moving, she is shifting, she's shifting her body. So I do see land masses separating. I also do see, now this is between now and the next full moon in Scorpio, by the way. It's a new era I'm hearing from my guides. It's a new era, okay? So I do see that there's going to be plenty of activity, I'm hearing. Plenty of activity. As above, so below. But I'm hearing whatever is below is being risen up into the above stage. So the stage is the performative stage of the government and the puppeteering that takes place. So the whatever is in the dark is coming up to light. You read between the lines and see what happens. You know, look at what's going on. There's so much more I want to say, but you know, these are things that I mention. This is part of the training of the mentorship as well. It's allowing you and supporting you and guiding you in seeing things that are unseen, with the support of the spiritual guidance. You know, it's a form of, my mentorship is a form of mystery school. Okay, and I look deeply into language and linguistics, and no matter what the language may be. Shout out to Françoise. I spoke some butchered French to her the other day, and but you know, I understand French very well because of the Roman languages, because I speak Italian, because I speak Spanish. But it doesn't matter what language it may be, I will, or even German. You know, even through book club we have a German speaker, and it's like we'll cut through the language and the words to see the meaning. And it's really interesting, you know, so much is revealed through the mystery and the magic of language. And so in the mentorship program, we look at that too. You know, we look at your name and its meaning and so much more. I mean, it's really deep occultism, but it's also deep esoterica. Now, the occult means obscure, what is behind, what is hidden. So let's have a look at these cards first of all, okay? Let's reveal these cards. Are you ready? All right. Okay, so we have justice. So what is being revealed is payback time, I'm hearing. So this could be payback time in your own personal life, in legal battles, legalities playing their part here. I do see that there is a call for action into balance. I do feel like a lot of people, when I hear payback, I feel like a lot of people are getting their justice. So whether it's good or bad or ugly, this is about karma. Karma means lessons, really, in Sanskrit. So I do see that this is about karma. Libra energy here could be significant too. Now Libra season is later on in the year, but Libra, the sign of Libra, could be significant. I'll read some more information later on about this. Let's reveal the other cards. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm hearing sheer independence in your life. So there's two energies that I'm picking up on. It's your personal life and the world out there. Now, as I say this, two pigeons just flew onto my neighbour's roof. So I'm seeing alignment with regard to how you treat yourself is also magnetizing towards you the alignment that you get to have. So I do see that you are a fair individual, but you'll cut a bitch out if there's mistreatment. That is being removed from your life moving forward. And the birds have flown off, so the message has been received. I also feel like if there has been any mistreatment in your life growing up, I feel like, or like manipulation, for example, I feel like there's a little bit more cleansing and clearing that takes place for you during this full moon in Scorpio through meditations with the heart space. Now this could be a form of yoga. I have been thinking about doing another yoga video for the collective, by the way, to help heal, but this could be a certain asana where you can open up your heart space for clearing, and this will allow for tears to be shed, and so that's another way of you working with the water. Okay, there's a major lesson here that needs to be cleared out. Let's reveal the other cards and we'll continue reading. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles, I feel like someone is holding on to you. Someone is holding on to you. And we've got the Page of Swords, which is someone is spying on you. Spirit is saying to look at this card. We've got the Hermit. And someone is feeling alone or lonely. So the full moon in Scorpio, you could actually be dealing, some of you could be dealing with not all of these messages will resonate, okay? So this isn't a pick a card, it's a collective reading, and it's kind of like a jumble cell reading. So you pick the messages that resonate for you, and the ones that don't resonate, just leave them alone, all right? Just let them go. So I'm seeing here that you could be dealing with abandonment issues, and this full moon in Scorpio is asking for you to readdress what that means to you. Does it mean being around toxic people so that you feel less alone, or is it about addressing this malnourishing habit I'm hearing? Because nourishment isn't just about food, but this can involve bad food as well. It can also be about the people that you surround yourself with. Maybe it's better to be a lone wolf for a while so that you can really get into alignment of who you are, and also really discover what your interests are and what you like and what you don't like before you enter into a relationship. Some of you could be going through some legal battle at this time, so this can involve, particularly with the Nine of Pentacles next door to it, it can involve, divorce procedures and paperwork. Now, for those of you who are worried and concerned about that, I do see that your legal battles or legal papers, or even the jargon and the words in there, I feel like they're going to work out in your favour. If you need some support with the magic that is in the legal system, then book a reading with me, and I'll be able to help clear out the jargon spiritually, so that you're able to understand it, and so that you're able to get guidance on how the legal system can work out in your favour. Now, I don't manipulate the energies, I just look at the messages and see what gets to be cleared out, because my name is about crystallizing and to get clarity. Okay, so this is my medicine for all of you. This is my medicine to the world. It's about my medicine is about inspiration. It's about color therapy. It's about clarity and catalyzing positive change, so that you can be your authentic self, no matter what that looks like. So I feel like some of you may need some sort of support with the words in the legal system. Or gaining some clarity, maybe through the tarot. Okay, so I do see that here. I see that some of you could be waiting on your justice. I'm picking up on the Queen of Swords here. So I feel like there could be a no contact situation with someone who you may not be in contact with, and I feel like you're waiting on your justice or even an apology here. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who is single but also very attractive. I feel like for some of you who are leaving a marriage and you're going through the paperwork procedures in terms of the divorce papers, I feel like you will be in your next stage coming across as someone who is very desirable. I feel like there's also really someone who's holding on to you here very strongly. If that's not the case, this could be something about you holding on to your assets financially after the divorce proceedings. So I feel like assets will be distributed fairly, but I feel like you'll be getting financially what you deserve and what you need. Okay, if you're worried about that, I see that here in the cards. And as we say this, we have this beautiful prism coming through here in the lovely on the lovely table. I do see that there's something here to do with paying attention to detail, but also communicating clearly. I feel like, again, this is about petty behavior, but I feel like it's mainly this energy that I'm picking up on is requiring you to look at the finer detail in the words that are not being spoken, and the words that are being used in contracts. Okay, I want to reveal these cards for a moment. So we've got luminescence, we've got alignment, we have she of the lotus, and we have vulnerability. We've got the Hermit here, Virgo energy and Libra energy. We have Nine of Swords, Nine of Staffs, so we've got two nines here. So we have three nines here, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Nine of Staffs. Someone's battling some sort of anxiety or issue or worry here. The Empress, l'Imperatrice. So I feel this is a big card. You know, we've got two. For a lot of you, I feel like you are coming into your divine feminine materialized. I do see a lot of you who are women are coming into that energy of expecting nothing less than what you deserve, what you believe you deserve. Okay. For those of you who are men, I feel like you are receiving insight about paying attention to your dreams, and also about a significant woman in your life. We have the Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups is someone who's lovey-dovey. I wanted to light the candles, and I also wanted to say a big shout out to Strawberry Propaganda, aka Beth, who gifted these beautiful candles for Abstract Medicine Collective. They are infused during the full moon and new moon seasons, and they have these beautiful petals in there, rosemary. This is one of the skulls, which, you know, I love skulls. I kind of want to light it, but I also, because I want to smell its scents, but I also don't want to because I love the shape of it. And then we have, I can smell this candle, it's gorgeous, Taurus New Moon. This is amber remelted, and it's just, you know, it's beautiful. So go and have a look at Strawberry Propaganda's candles. The link is in the description, and she is part of the Abstract Medicine Collective. Okay, so I'm seeing here that maybe you could be doing a ritual with candle work during this full moon in Scorpio. But Ace of Pentacles, someone is wanting to send a message about bringing fairness into the equation here. They're having sleepless nights. I do feel like this is a love reading portion, about their significant other, and they see you, or they see their significant, I'll just say it generally, they see their significant other as a wish come true. They are the ultimate person that they wish to be with in a feminine energy, no matter what your persuasion is, LGBTQ+. And they want to bring fairness and love. They are hopeful, they're dreamy, and they want to send a tangible message or offer. I feel like they're creeping here, because the Nine of Staffs is like, in this card, it's, you know, creeping behind the wood. So I feel like this person is really upset. We have lots of dragonflies here. Really upset, forlorn, holding on to dear life over you. I feel like there's a lot of fear. Now, the full moon is Scorpio. Scorpio is about fear, right? So releasing that fear into love. Where there was alignment, there is no longer alignment in this person's life. I feel like there's a lot of fear around this person, and this full moon in Scorpio is, for them, it's about releasing that fear into love, and knowing whatever they have lost can still be refound, but it can be refound within them. So it's very deep. This is about a lot of internal spiritual work. Now, we did have the Hermit card, which does talk about self-reflection and being in silence in order to look at the particulars, look at the details of things, but also of those big questions. Though it's always about what, when, which, how, when, you know, whatever. All of the W's and some. So yeah, I do see that there is someone here who is going through major internal changes so that they can rediscover who they are and what their purpose is. There's an internal change being experienced that is about to be seen in the physical, okay? And I do see a physical offer here. I see balance here, again, Six of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could also be being able to pay your taxes, being able to be more financially balanced. Having a savings account is being encouraged if you're able to do that. Now, 999, put it down in the comments if this message resonates for you, is the phone number of emergency here in the UK, and it's a 27, 9/18/27, right? 999 is a 27. So 27th of a month could be significant, but 2 and 7 again is a 9. Number 9s are very powerful numbers. It's about endings and completions, because remember the 9 turns into the 10, doesn't it? So that's what I'm seeing here. I do see a lot of you in the collective are coming across as someone who has a lot of bounty, has a lot to offer. You're very fertile, you're very creative at this time. So the full moon in Scorpio is encouraging you to really play with your creativity and see what blooms. If anything, it's not a time to stay or be stagnant. It's about expressing your creativity, whether it's through writing, whether it's through reading, journaling, making art. This is Taurus energy here. This is also learning the art of lovemaking as well, by the way. So maybe this is about researching through sacred texts, not pornography, but sacred texts like the Kama Sutra, and seeing how you can embellish your body with certain perfumes and spiritual, you know, natural herbal essences to open up and to evoke certain feelings within yourself, but also for your lover. These are really, again, this is part of the mystery school for women and also part of the mystery school for men that society has forgotten about, intentionally or otherwise, where we get to come back into these, everything being sacred, no matter what it may be. Sleepless nights. Okay, what is this about? 9 of Swords. What is the sleepless nights about? You know, full moons, new moons can always play havoc with our sleep. We know that. The Lovers. Okay, so these sleepless nights for some of you could be about worries and concerns and anxiety about a lover here. Gemini energy here, Taurus energy, Libra energy here. Now this could be about where there was union, now there is separation, because we have one person behind the tree worried and scared about being hurt if they come out of their shell. And so they're sort of stagnating within their thoughts and their mind. This is overthinking as well, and over worrying, and this could be a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights, possibly nightmares. So where there was a journey and a union within the heart space of two becoming one, there may have been some sort of temptation here. Or fear here involved, where the two or the twin has separated from their twin. Okay. Which, I think we did have. Well, it's about the heart space, it's about the heart. So let's turn these around again. It's about the heart. So I do see here that the full moon in Scorpio is bringing karmic balance within the heart space of these two lovers. Yeah, I do see it's about reintegration within the heart space individually. Now we have the 8 of Staffs and the Tower. So I do see here that Spirit has caused a breakup intentionally here for some of you, or this could also be, well, let me just finish my message. There could have been an intentional separation or breakup in this connection, so that one of you could really find yourself, essentially, find God. I do see also some of you could be, during this full moon in Scorpio, you could be experiencing a lot of, again, I feel migraines, headaches, issues with your spinal cord, so it's important to take it easy and to do things that are nourishing for you from the heart space, particularly involving creativity. I do see that. Now, I did talk about tectonic plates and shifts and changes, so I do expect this to continue to happen. I do see continued disasters, unfortunately, of a natural, some non-natural base situation. I also do see awakening here, big time. Someone is going through rapid awakening. I know people in my soul family who didn't have spiritual awakenings that were gradual. It happened all in an instant. For some, all in an instance, or all at once within a year. Now, that's a lot for anyone to take on, particularly if you are not surrounded with people who have also experienced that, and it can be very lonely. So, but I feel like if you're tuning into this video and you're new here, welcome. You're in a safe place here. But I feel like you have some sort of degree of interest in these things. So it means that your whole world is crashing down. It feels like that. And it feels like everything is just changing and you don't really know what's real and what's not real. And I always encourage for you to watch The Matrix, because The Matrix basically indicates what a spiritual awakening looks like, feels like. There's a lot more in there as well. If you want to also join book club, you're more than welcome to join book club. Our next book is The Alchemist, and I'm very excited to share this wonderful book that's my favorite book of all time, and discuss it at the end of this month, usually on a Sunday of each month. Okay, the last book that we read was the Atlantic Code, which also was really incredible, because it spoke about a treasure, and it also spoke about the Vatican, it also spoke about gangsters. So you know, very much in alignment with what's going on. So anyway, what I'm seeing here is there is a sudden shift and change here maybe going on in your life during the full moon in Scorpio that is asking for you to really pay attention. The Tower card comes in when you're not paying attention, okay, when you're not awake and you're unaware, or you're in denial, and Spirit will kick you out of a particular situation, whether it's a work, a job place, a relationship, so that you can really get back into integration and alignment and balance in your life, okay, and purpose. I do see, again, a lot of psychic activity here with the dolphins. It goes without saying that some of you have a project that you need to really focus on and dedicate your time on, so that you can complete it essentially during the full moon in Scorpio. Because Spirit doesn't want you to have any distractions around this. Spirit really wants you to finish this project. Now we have the High Priestess and the Sun card here, which is above the Empress. So again, I feel like a lot of you who are embodying this energy, your dreams are going to be incredibly intense in a good way. I do feel like you will be going to Lemuria in your dream space, in your astral, liminal and light body. I do see that for a lot of you who are awakened and have awoken into your purpose, this is going to be a breeze full moon in Scorpio experience. You're actually going to have a lot of fun with it. I feel like you're going to be very creative. A lot of you could be dancing, you could be making, you could be connecting with mermaids, mermen, the Fae in particular. I do see that tarot here, or some sort of esoteric or spiritual practice like yoga, meditation, reading, things of a non-physical nature, non-physical worlds, sci-fi, watching movies, that kind of thing, is really going to be nourishing. I feel like a lot of you are going to be experiencing major downloads during this period. With the Four of Pentacles, I'm seeing it's really important that you document this information, because there's some sort of unlocking of knowledge from other lifetimes that you're going to be experiencing during this time, that's going to be implemented through the crown chakra. Now we do have Isis here, or otherwise known as Ast, so, or the one with 1,000 names. So we have this energy of Taurus doubled here. You know, she has the Aurora Borealis here. It's the 12 stars around her crown. So she's heavily integrated with all of the zodiac signs. Pisces energy here with the High Priestess is actually the sign that embodies and understands all the other signs. That's why they are so compassionate by nature. Now, it's interesting because the full moon in Scorpio, Scorpio is the opposite of Taurus. So see where Scorpio is on your chart. Which sign is in Pluto? Where is Taurus in your chart? You know, I do see that Taurus is about the home and nourishment. I feel like a lot of you are wanting to hold on to your home or your place of work, but Spirit is really kicking you out of that situation and that dimension and that paradigm, I'm hearing, so that you can become more aligned with actually further bounty, something that allows you to bloom out of a period of stagnation, something that helps you to rise from the muck into the lotus flower that you are becoming, no matter what your gender is. Okay, so I actually feel like if you thought that you had it all, get ready for more. Okay, because I don't feel like it's, Spirit really wants to share this message. This isn't about cutting away and going into an energy of lack. It's if anything, it's about Spirit moving things away out that are not in alignment, so that you can actually have more flow and more abundance, no matter what it looks like, financial and spiritual and material and emotional. And I see that you're actually going to, for a lot of you, if you surrender into it, you will actually gain more. And it's you're coming into an energy of affluence, I'm hearing, true affluence. So maybe it's about letting go of really the things that have outgrown their welcome, or maybe that have been holding you back. And you know what this is, okay? So in your situation. Now with the Sun card here, the High Priestess and the Empress, I feel like a lot of you are talking to your spirit babies in your dreams or your spirit in your meditations. Expect more of this to be happening during the full moon in Scorpio, okay? I also feel like this is going to be a point of contention in your conversation with your significant other, where if they don't want to have children and you do, then there's going to be a separation in this connection. It's a heads up. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Again, no, you know, these spirit babies are coming in for a particular reason. They're here to heal, to uplift, to inspire the planet. And these are the crystallized children, actually, who are coming in. These are the rainbow children, no matter what you want to call them. They are the ones who are the chosen ones. They are the children of Aquarius. And so they really are coming in next, as we integrate into the 5th, 6th dimension moving forward. All right, so I do see that if your partner does not want children, you know, it's time to break away, you know, really, truly, because, you know, they're going to come in no matter what. And they're not going to come in to a connection that is not pure, that is not in love, that is not in alignment through the individual and within the connection. Beautiful channeling here. For those of you who are single at this time, I do see you being very fertile. Fertile with knowledge, fertile sexually, but also creatively. So it's important to be careful with that as well, because that is sacred and that is abundant. So, but I don't feel like you'll be falling pregnant with the wrong person, just so you know. All right, the next card that we have is the Queen of Staffs. Exactly. So a lot of you who are women, I know a lot of you are women who follow the channel and who watch my readings, and who book readings and sessions with me in particular. I do see that you are incredibly desired. you're very magnetic and creative, and you have it all. You know, it's very difficult not to have people's eyes on you, but there's a level of responsibility within you that people are in respect of, in awe of, but they're also kind of, you know, careful of, because that dragon can spew fire. I do see you as being a healer, and a lot of people see you as being a healer, but very few people see your vulnerable side. Very few people see your vulnerable side. Most people see your queen energy, your high priest energy, that they know that they can't screw with you, because some of you, they think that you have some sort of spiritual power over them, and I don't see you doing any manipulation in the spirit world, but they do see you as being highly desired, and if they have a lot of attraction for you, then they know that other people also have an attraction for you too. And you light up the room, you bring a lot of sunshine in the room, in the area, in the world that you surround yourself in, the room that you surround yourself in. Now this is actually just a front card, but it's quite cute. But yes, you do have a garden of knowledge. Your nether regions as well are perfect, I'm hearing. But I do see that overall you have a resplendent, warm, balsamic energy around you. Your aura is very magnanimous, and it's because you really truly love and know who you are, and that's powerful. You know, look around the world, look at the leaders in the world. Do they reflect? Do they do self-reflection, or do they take from other people in order to gain that energy, to gain that leadership? For you, you gain that from within and from source. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now we have this energy here of someone who is at or they feel that like they are at a lower standard or standing from you. I do see that there is someone who wants to protect, but they feel at a lower class from you, or in a lower stage in their spiritual journey. The Five of Cups would talk about a separation and disappointment, but again, someone is wanting to bring balance into this connection here. So that's what I'm seeing here. I see here that there is a lot of, I'll put those here, a lot of I'm hearing a lot of what ifs, and a lot of desire, a lot of creativity, a lot of illusion being removed and addressed during this full moon in Scorpio. I just had moon in Aquarius. Some of you may have moon in Aquarius. Pay attention to the next full moon in Aquarius is going to be significant, I'm hearing. So look at the diary or online to see when the full moon in Aquarius is going to be, particularly surrounding your love life. I do see that whatever someone is trying to offer you, they may think it's too menial, too small for a goddess like you, I'm hearing. Okay, so the message was received. That was what was meant to be said. You expect the best and nothing less than the best, okay? For those of you who are the Divine Feminine. So let's have a look at the Crow Tarot. Your tips are welcome, your bookings are welcome as an energy exchange. I do this for free, so this is a free reading. I put time and effort to edit the video, to read the messages, time out of my day to sit here at the tarot table. So I'd appreciate it if you can subscribe to the channel, to press the like button down below. It makes an active, genuine change for the channel. And if you want to get some more guidance in your personal life that's more specific, you may wish to book a specific private reading as well. If you're unable to afford the full amount of the readings, now, to be honest with you, what the messages that I do give and share are extensive, and I go way beyond my time limit. Usually the astrology, for example, is meant to be like an hour long. Sometimes I'll go for 3 hours. Okay. It's very little for actually what I do give. The mentorship program is also very little for what you actually get out of it. It's a 6-week program, and so much more is received. So much. I mean, it's basically a year's course in 6 weeks of self-improvement, life coaching through me, through yours truly, where I dedicate my time. I give you homework and so much more to really shift and change your life in a way that's going to be massively impactful. Now we look at whatever it is that you want to focus on, but generally speaking, we look at your life, your career, your relationships, and redirect you into a real life that you get to live truly to the best. So yeah, I do appreciate that. Thank you. So you have the Queen of Cups here. So a lot of you are embodying and being known as love. But I feel here mainly, I feel like you're choosing who to give that love to now. You know, you're choosing who to give that love to. We have the Hanged Man. I'm not reading reversals. I feel like there could be Knight of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Swords. Temperance card. We have the 9 of Swords again. So we had the 9 of Swords earlier, didn't we? We have the Ace of Pentacles again, which we had earlier. I'm hearing lots of suitors here. There's a lot of suitors. We have the Page of Pentacles. Conflict, a need for balance, peace, healing. Patience is required here. Sleepless nights. A lot of you just need to sleep, to be honest with you. I don't feel like a lot of you are getting enough sleep, and Spirit is saying you need to sleep. A lot of you who are women and feminines, you've got to restrain your energy from chasing, okay? Your power comes from your self-respect. Women don't chase, they attract. Like true women who are graceful, who are queens, they never chase, they never demonstrate, they never command, they never really declare really in an aggressive way. They just are innately, and they imbue and express that energy of self-respect, and others feel it, and it's, you know, it's incredibly alluring and admiration is around you. We have the Strength card. That's where your strength is. Your strength for a lot of you is from holding back. And we have the Queen of Swords, exactly. So a lot of you are in the full moon and Scorpio energy. A lot of you are withdrawing your communication. You're withdrawing you're not closing your heart, but I see that you're withdrawing from the world, or you're withdrawing from offering any information that others may not necessarily be privy to in the collective, in your relationships, or in your personal life. For a lot of you, there's a major need for balance and self-care. A lot of you just maybe need to do lots of salt baths and cleansing of that nature. For a lot of you, I feel like you tamed the beast, or you will be taming the beast in someone. There's something about, you know, we have the Queen of Wands earlier. I wouldn't be surprised if she came out again in this particular tarot deck. But the Queen of Wands is essentially a lion, a lioness. So the Queen of Wands has a black cat. She's incredibly magnetic, but also mystical and magical. She knows about magic. She knows about the practical sacred arts. And she knows how to attract, she knows how to lure men, really. But there's something very attractive in the sense that she can be incredibly intimidating, but she also knows how to hold her tongue. Okay, so maybe this is about you learning how to be more of that, less manipulative, but more in the knowing of your personal grace. You do more and you say more by doing less, by the way. So we have the 5 of Pentacles here, which came out earlier. So I do see the Queen. So I do see that this full moon in Scorpio is, again, it's about you receiving and doing less, and you're just focusing on yourself, really. I mean, these are lots of cards here, but what I'm seeing here and I'm picking up on is the messages. You do more by doing less. So this is not a time for major action. If anything, it's more a time for self-care, for creativity, for writing, for reading, for watching movies, for withdrawing your energy from the world for a little bit, so that you can just get clear and clear your energies. I do see another person is the one that needs to step up and communicate to you if this is a love situation. They are the one who's meant to initiate here, is what I'm seeing, because I don't see you initiating at all. You are expecting an apology, you're saying no, if anything. Okay. We have the 3 of Cups here. There could have been some sort of betrayal here, interference. The Tower card has come up again. So the Hermit card has come up again. So again, it's reiterating the illumination, the awakening, the breakup, the realignment that Spirit has come in order to intercept, so that you could get clear about your life. Someone has been a fool here, I'm seeing, but I also do see a fool with you, but I do also see that someone is wanting to start a new beginning here. What is this about? They want to start a new journey in order to bring justice into the situation in terms of love or any kind of relationship. There is justice that is wanting to be served here, that's going to be in your highest power and your highest interest. Someone is going through an awakening on account of this separation because they didn't see you as a priority and they want to commit. The Hierophant is a Pope. Now we do have a new Pope here, but again, puppeteering. I'll leave it at that. But I do see here that there is a key, an important key here. So I do see that they are wanting to put you as a priority here. I think at work as well, you're being prioritized at work. In your career, you're being prioritized. You're maybe leaving a job, or you've been kicked out of a job, you know, been fired. But this has been good because really, if anything, you've had the time now to self-reflect. We have a 7-pointed star here, could be very significant for you too, so that you could really go to your, you could follow your North Star, you could follow your purpose, you could go, so that you're able to then go to the destination, the destiny that you're really meant to be going towards. And Spirit will do this. Spirit works in crazy ways. I'm seeing an alligator here, or a crocodile could be significant. I do see a lot of you are going to gain fame, fortune, accolades, a major reception during or just after this full moon in Scorpio. Expect a glow up, expect blowing up online, expect major recognition. I'll be honest with you, for a lot of you who are doing the work and who are creatives and who are in this beautiful queen energy of attraction rather than chasing, expect all of these beautiful things to happen. People are going to be sliding into your DMs. They wanted to message you. They want to collaborate with you. They want to connect with you. I do see an important offer at work, and I do see you're going to be taking this offer at work that's really in and part of your destiny, your blueprint, as part of your Akashic record of what you're needing to clear. And this is part of your lessons that you're going to be learning and integrating in this lifetime once and for good. I love that. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius coming in strong. A lot of you are angels on earth here with the Temperance card. The elixir of life here, which is the angel of temperance, is you clearing up the stagnant waters in your life and within your diet and within your nourishment of people, places and things, into breaking and channeling stagnant DNA programming. And it ends with you, I'm hearing. Wow. Wow. Okay, so for a lot of you in terms of romantic connections, or you're in separation, I do see someone coming to you with an important offer of commitment. So moving on to the next stage of, it's a major offer of commitment after breakup, separation, heartache. Now this is someone who, again, may feel in a lower stage from you. Knight of Swords, the Sun. You are a child of the Sun. We have the Eight of Swords. Someone is coming out of their self-sabotage in order to gain and get their happy ever after. Beautiful energy. You know, after this full moon in Scorpio, I feel like a lot of you, look at all this darkness and then it's happiness and joy. A lot of you are going to be feeling or coming into an energy of happy families, really. Joy after darkness. You know, Spirit, as I say, moves in interesting ways and will clear away situations, clutter from your life that's been dormant, that's been stagnant, that needs to wake up. Maybe you're the one who's had to catalyze that change in others to bring light in darkness, you know. And I do see that you will be getting that after this period. You know, the Sun card really clears out all of the darkness. You are the light. You are the light for many in people's lives, in your work, in your group, in your family. The Five of Wands. There's going to be an end of conflict. There's going to also be moving on, translocation, I'm hearing. So a lot of you could be moving. You're majorly going, I do feel like a lot of you who are in a counterpart situation, or it's complicated, or in separation, there is a King of Cups here who is in love with you, and they are going through an ego death. For a lot of you, I do see that here, and we have a King of Wands. So reiterating that this person is going through a major, yeah, they've gone through separation, they're going through an ego death as well. And this person has a lot of attraction, a lot of physical attraction towards you. They will be fantasizing about you around this time. You know, this is also part of ritual as well, by the way. But I do see that this person wants to extend an olive branch, passion, hugs, embrace, a rose could be significant. They can't get you out of their head or mind or body or soul. There's a lot of you, there's a red string of fate. You have a soul contract with this person. They are wanting to party, celebrate. They themselves could also be receiving some sort of accolade as well. This could be a creative as well. Now the King of Wands is a match to the Queen of Wands, so they want to start a new chapter with you. Absolutely. A lot of you, this can involve family, a commitment that moves into marriage as well for a lot of you. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So that's kind of a lot of a love reading here. Knight of Cups, lots of love, very romantic. Let's have a look at the messages for the collective from the Tarocchi Etruschi. Full moon and Scorpio, please. Any more? Spirit really wants to speak, you know. Look at all these cards. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of cards. Look at all these cards. Okay, so the first thing is that many of you are wanting clarity in your situation, and I absolutely cannot offer it to all of you here. Okay, so you're gonna have to book a private reading. However, I will read quickly what these cards involve. I do see also clairvoyantly or clairsentiently that a lot of you are receiving a lot of spiritual information during this full moon in Scorpio. Okay, so let's have a look in no particular order, all of these cards. Okay, so we have the moon, the full moon in Scorpio. Okay, so we have the moon here. The Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups with another 10, Judgment. A lot of you are going through awakening and you're going to get a second chance, I'm hearing. Three of Pentacles, Lady of Wands, again. Ace of Swords. I love these cards. We've not used them in a long time. Four of Pentacles. We've got the Knave of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Again. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Justice again. My guys. My guys. Got Justice again. Knight of Wands. Be careful of players. Just because you are attracting a lot of attention, it doesn't mean that you need to be sleeping with random people. The World, the Lord, we have the Lord of Swords, the World, the Six of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Death card, again, the Lord of Chalices, the Chariot, beautiful, Nine of Wands, okay, which we had earlier, the Knave of Chalices, which we also had earlier, the Ace of Pentacles, which we also had earlier, the Wheel, wow, the Two of Pentacles. Okay, let's just break these down. So, let me just read the energies, okay? Bear with me. I'm just reading the cards. What was lost will be found. a lot of things that have ended will bloom anew into a fresh new start. The projects that you have been working on, collective, get to be completed and finished, as they will be bringing in a lot of financial abundance for you. Stability, recognition, contracts for work, at work, higher status, passion, more joy, opportunities to travel, a major opportunity for you to be in a position of power, the embodiment of inspiration, leadership, self-governance. I also see this full moon in Scorpio. For some, you may wish to dance to shake the energy off. You allow yourself to go deep and to go dark as far as you wish to. For a lot of you, you've done most of the shadow work. For others, and for most, it does involve another person who is going through major shadow work. This is a time where the full moon in Scorpio is opening up connections with people of higher status, high ranking, who also they themselves work hard, and they have a proven record of having a busy schedule. Not for its own sake, but they have a lot of things going on in their life that requires a lot of their attention, their focus, their dedication. And they are people who are master craftsmen, master craftswomen, master craftspeople. And therefore, the things that they do and the people that they surround themselves with are also like-minded. They are also the same. They don't like petty energy, and they do not like conflictual energy where there is no resolution. Now, the full moon in Scorpio is asking for you to make peace with your differences. It's one of those contracts where you say, I agree to disagree. A contract is also through words. It doesn't necessarily have to be written. I do see the full moon in Scorpio, travel and planning for travel is going to be of major significance. I see Libra, Cancer, Scorpio itself in your natal chart playing a major role. Expect new opportunities, expect letters, contracts, messages, resolution, major resolution, reconciliation, celebration of hard endings, difficult chapters, and a beautiful new beginning. Wow. Spirit is saying to keep the faith. Let's have a look at the next cards. We have the Lord of Wands, King of Wands, the Lady of Chalices, the Hermit. We had all of these before. The Six of Pentacles we also had. The Seven of Chalices, Eight of Pentacles, Lord of Pentacles, wow. The Temperance card, which we also had, Six of Cups, Knight of Chalices, which we had, the Four of Wands, the Three of Swords, sorry, the Six of Swords, pardon me, the Six of Swords, which we also had, the Devil, there's the Emperor, the Eight of Swords, the Fool, the Empress, Seven of Wands, the Lovers, which we had earlier, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Four of Cups. Just to finish it off, let's just get 2 cards, says Spirit. I know, the cards are here. We have Gain Exceptionnel. Okay, so in French it's jackpot, big win. Number 11. And we have Bonne Dame, okay, which is the main lady, or gentle lady, the lady, number 6. We have Community, number 39. Let me read the cards. So the first thing is this is a masculine who's coming into their divinity, and they're looking to the feminine for guidance. They see that they have a lot of love, and this masculine is no longer just thinking with their nether regions. They're thinking now that they've got to act from a place of integrity. Not just charm. This person, this masculine, is going through awakening, as I mentioned earlier, and these cards are reiterating that fact. This masculine is going through, cutting through the illusions. They're currently waiting on a financial opportunity to arise during this Taurus season. May, June. And they see the feminine as a wish fulfillment, but also wife material. Stable, solid, dependable, earthy, a great cook, very good with her finances, etc. This masculine is seeing the feminine as fair, as righteous, and I'm just hearing she has a point. So maybe something that you may have said has hit home to this masculine. They see you as part of their soul family. They have a lot of love and romance in their heart for you. They want to celebrate with you, and I do see moving in with you and marriage on the cards here, with the Four of Wands. They are willing to move, relocate, travel towards you. They've got to slay the dragon first. Now this is a big card. The Devil card is a big deal. Now this could be a major habit, something that is holding them back, some sort of major restriction, and they have to remove that from their life before really coming into union with you, I would say, into divine union. So if this resonates for you, then that's cool. If not, you can click out now, okay? Because I feel like now this is really part of the major sort of like true love reading part, okay? I do see that once they slay the dragon, once they remove this major obstacle from their life, they then become the emperor that you've always seen them to be, which is someone who is very authoritative, someone who has a lot of sway in their community, someone who's a major leader, a major player in their community, someone who is not a player, but someone who is able to manage, to build, to construct, to rebuild, a major authority, and really incorporating the masculine qualities of action, perseverance, diligence, integrity, authority, leadership, prosperity as well, of the material world, architecture, building, design, infrastructure, networking, community, organizations, that kind of thing. I do see also that this emperor, or this emperor to be, this masculine, is or will be during this full moon in Scorpio removing their self-sabotaging ways, or stopping themselves from doing that moving forward. And they are absolutely willing to take a major chance and leap into the unknown with you, for you. At first they were doing all of this for you, and now they're seeing that they need to do this for themselves. And in turn, you come into alignment. Aries, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo are here. The masculine who was coming into their divine emperor, divine emperor or divine masculine state is seeing you in their future collective. The Empress is expecting this to take place. I do see that the masculine needs to make a certain sacrifice in order to do that. Okay, to come into union. I also do see that the masculine is doing whatever it takes, or will be doing whatever it takes, in order to defend themselves or protect anyone from coming towards you. I feel they're sort of like a protective, jealous type, and their love language is physical touch, but also it involves some sort of habit of being slightly controlling, because the Emperor is also someone who has authority but also controls. So I feel like maybe their toxic habit could be removing jealousy from their streak and controlling ways or tendencies. The Lovers card is also case in point, is then being able to come into physical union. But I do see it's about making an important choice, and they choose you. Okay, I do see that they feel very light of heart, very happy of heart. There's a real kindred energy, kindred spirit about you both, and they see you in higher regard. Yes, absolutely. They love to dive deep into this love, and they want to feel that energy again, where you both are on the same page. They really do feel like they've hit the jackpot, collective, and with you, and I really feel like for a lot of you, this full moon in Scorpio is teaching them and showing them that they only have eyes for you. And I'm hearing that song. I only have eyes for you. They see you as absolutely exceptional, perfect, one of a kind, unique. Okay, so last but not least, let's get one or two more cards from the fin de siècle. So we have poverty and ending. So there's going to be now, this full moon in Scorpio is an ending of lack, moving into abundance, and we have the Gentleman here. So this is a divine counterpart to the feminine. And I do feel like a lot of you divine feminines who are already incorporating this divinity in the physical, your masculine is catching up to you. I do see that overall, generally speaking, there is a moving away of lack into abundance and into exceptional wealth. No matter what you may have experienced, and most of it has been stagnant or slow, expect radical change, positive action moving forward, and great wealth, really. Again, change. You know, a lot of you are also going to be moving, and some of you moving into a higher connection that will move into marriage. This is a big change for the long term. This involves children for some of you as well, healing your inner child, great honors. A lot of you are going to be getting great recognition, and there's an ending of feeling destitute or being destitute. So that's what I have for you, collective. I really do hope you've enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your bookings, and I'll catch you on the next reading. Bye for now. Take care of yourselves. Bye.